Hey everybody, it's time for story time with Mama Jen, and tonight's story is called The Cheetah with the Yellow Dots, and this is for my little buddy Sam. Hope you enjoy it. It was a hot day on the savannah. 3 months, whew! I'm so glad that it's only 3 months carrying these cubs, said Lupanga as she looked for shade. The other cheetah females nodded in agreement. Yeah, so glad we don't have to wait as long as the elephants, poor things. Lupanga was excited about this litter, wondering how many cubs she carried, feeling like there was a battle raging in her belly. With this much activity, there must be more than 2. It came time for Lupanga to give birth. Wow, only 2 cubs, she exclaimed, a boy and a girl. She realized quickly that the boy was the more active of the 2 and almost felt sorry for the little girl having to share that tight space with her super active brother. Lupanga called the little girl Dahlia, which means gentle, and the boy she named Ekon, which means strong. Lupanga loved her cubs and watched in amazement how quickly they grew. Lupanga noticed as the cubs grew that Dahlia's coat was the normal colors, creamy with black spots, but Ekon's coat was different. His coat was black and his spots were bright yellow. Ekon could hide in a field of yellow flowers and no one would be able to see him until he moved, of course. While all cheetahs have spots that vary and very distinguished tear stains, if you look at them, they've got these long little streaks coming from their eyes. Ekon's tear stains were white, where they're normally black. Ekon was talking with his mother about how different he was from the other cheetahs. She told him to be proud of his differences and be the best cheetah he could be, yellow spots and all. Ekon went to see the other male cheetahs. They were having races to see who was the fastest. When Ekon walked up, they said, "What? Did a cheese factory blow up on you? What's with the yellow dots?" Ekon started to hang his head, but he remembered what his mama said, and he held his head high and looked them in the eye and said, "My name is Ekon, which means strong. Who wants to go first?" Another cheetah stepped up, older than the others. "Okay, yellow dots, let's see what you've got." The other males moved back. "We raced to the baobab tree and back." "Okay," said Ekon. Except for playing around with Dahlia, he hadn't really raced before. "Ready, set, go!" The 2 cheetahs took off. Ekon put his head down and ran 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, and whoosh like a lightning bolt, 60 miles an hour. He reached the tree and was back at the start before the other cheetah had even reached the tree. "Wow," the other males exclaimed. "How did you go so fast?" "Well," said Ekon, "the honest truth, I don't know. My mom said I was super active even before I was born. She also told me to never allow my differences to keep me from being my best self, and that included running." Ekon, with his speed, also showed the other males that they didn't have to leave all the hunting to the women. They were fast enough to catch their own food and contribute to the pack. Hope you've enjoyed this story. And as always, sleep well and sweet dreams. See you next time on Storytime with Mama Jen. Don't forget, send me a name, send me an animal, and we'll see what we can come up with.